You know that song by Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line? Well, in today's episode of Dear Karen, we're going to talk about what happens when people don't walk the line. Specifically, I'm talking about the cloud on title that we talk about called easements and encroachments. An easement is the legal right of someone to use others' property, such as a utility company, a neighbor, or just the public in general. An encroachment is where somebody builds on somebody else's property without any legal right to do so. Maybe a fence, a shed, sometimes even a whole house. A lot of people don't even know that there's an easement or encroachment issue until they get to a closing, meaning they're selling or buying a home or even refinancing property. So why do they find out at closing? Well, typically a survey is involved, and when a survey company goes out and plots the property, that is when those encroachments and the easement issues are discovered. So how do we take care of them? One of the most common issues we've seen is actually pools that overlap easements from utility companies, such as the cable company, the electric company, and the pool has gone too far close to the boundary line. So how do you fix it? Well, sometimes you can get a variance, or sometimes you can get a consent to encroach. But sometimes people are not willing to accept those terms as buyers, and some title companies aren't willing to insure them. With encroachments, it can be as easy as moving a fence or moving property, but if it's a little more difficult, it could require some legal action. A lot of times those are resolved with boundary line disputes, but you just never know. So make sure you always get a survey whenever you're doing any type of property transaction, and give us a call at Majestic Title if you think you might need to solve an easement or encroachment issue before closing.